like to thank the Volvo community on Matthew's VW site in general, just because everybody's been awesome. Special shout out to Abskate, also known as Steve. Helped quite a bit, my friend, more than you may know. The new job has been going very well. Huh. They're working on a pole. Oh, that poor guy. He's doing POTS work. Plain old telephone system. Oh. Yeah, he's got this look on his face like, why the hell are they doing this to me? What other announcements do I have? Oh, motorcycle channel's basically turning toxic. I've had about enough of it. Everybody wants to be an a-hole. There's a couple who aren't. You know, God bless you folks, because you are the subscribers and the people who I basically made the channel for. It was more of a experiment of me just seeing what all I do that other people might be interested in. The reality is quite a few people are interested, and quite a few people are just angry hate carrots. So in case anybody wonders, I do plan on putting a lot more effort into the YouTube channel. I haven't given up just yet. I will say this, I've only banned one person ever. One person only. This one person basically took it upon himself, I believe it's a him, no way of really telling on YouTube, to basically just go through and thumbs down all my videos. Now there's a couple videos I'll give you, I deserve the thumbs down on, but just basically went through my entire library of videos and just thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. That's the only person I've ever banned. Now, I've had other people I didn't necessarily agree with their view, or I think I've had 2 or 3 where I've deleted a comment that it was just off the wall. Like, I got a comment today, the guy was like, well, if it doesn't start when it's wet, you should get rid of it. It was on the video on how to troubleshoot the starter relay. Now, I'm going to leave the comment up there because, if you would have watched the video, you would know that it was nothing to do with whether or not my bike would start in the rain. My bike always starts. Why? Because I maintain it. If you maintain it, it'll tend not to have as many problems. Now, once you get around year 10 or so, things will change. And I accept that. That's age. Things do wear, and sometimes they wear quicker. Suzuki X90. That's kind of cute. Itty little car. But, we'll see what happens. The good part about the new job is I now work 3 nights. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I get home Monday morning, late Monday morning. And that's been a really good thing for me. The downside is since I start working at 7 at night, I have this tendency to do that on my off days as well, which I kind of expected going into this, because I've worked nights before. I don't know. We'll see how things turn out, though. But suffice it to say, we should be getting some better quality content, and a lot more predictable videos being outputted as far as the time, duration, and the interval between them. Wow. Looks like solid pipe. It's a hell of a lot of pressure. So that's something to come. I'm not going to guarantee it's going to happen, but more likely than not it will. I mean, you got to remember, this video, I'm in September now. We're getting closer to the end of my riding season. With the foot and everything that happened to it last year, with that collision, I'm not going to be willing to risk as much as I had previously, just due to the fact that I'm still not 100% on that foot. I'm okay to cruise around this, that, and the other, but doing it on a daily thing probably wouldn't be all that wise. And besides, this car is so comfortable. This is a 99 Volvo V70, so the station wagon looking thing. It's a 2.4 liter turbocharged. It's basically the perfect sleeper car. I'm still working on what's known as a Stage 0 restore, which is basically replacing all the rubber hoses, this, that, and the other. I got 2 out of the 3 turbo control lines replaced. place through vacuum lines or pressure lines, depending. The third one is a you-know-what to get to, and I got to get her up on jacks to do that. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to use jack stands where I'm at, or ramps. I'm in a location that's basically shits upon the idea of you ever doing anything that might keep your vehicle from leaking. They would much rather have it leak and complain about the environmental impact while claiming to protect the environment. I don't get that. So, right now I have a leaking power steering pump. I can't really complain. We have 148,000 miles on it, and it started leaking maybe 2,000-3,000 ago. The alternator went recently. That was also at 148,000 or so miles. So, all of these are basically maintenance items. It's not that it's a bad car or a lemon or anything. It's, you buy a 99, which was manufactured in December of 98, this particular car anyways, and I want to say it was Belgium. Why do they have their wipers on in front of me? It is a clear day out. There is zero rain. Suddenly they had a shit ton of water come out of their exhaust. Maybe they finally accelerated, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to the future. The new job, I could potentially do this the rest of my career. I don't think I will, but we'll see what happens. It's not a bad gig. So, just in case everybody wondered, quick summing it up, channel's not going away. Some of the people that are extremely negative may. If you got a comment that's constructive on a video, something other than it sucks, what way does it suck? There's multiple ways some of these videos suck, in my opinion. Some of them are more dastardly than others. But, if you can put together more than 2 words, I'd be more than happy to look into it. I mean, currently, there's a plan. I'm going to be reshooting the rear lay-down shock adjustment procedure because somebody had a problem with the fact that I wasn't actually using the tool. Apparently, they couldn't wrap their mind around doing it without the tool in their hand, or in my hand, I should say. So I'm going to do that one over, giving a couple close-ups, that kind of thing. I mean, because, yeah, the video was good for me, but, if you're literally new to the sport, I get where people are coming from. On the other hand, I have another concern about this, and that is, if I spoon-feed too much people who are in over their heads, there's a possibility they could get hurt, and there's a possibility that somehow they think I was liable. Now, let's use this video as a disclaimer. I'm not liable for anything you do. If you decide to work on your bike, great. If you decide not to, great. I'm not liable either way. It's your choice. You're a human being. I don't get to decide what you want to do. Otherwise, you'd be emptying your bank account into mine. I'd be rich, and you'd still be working. So, if you're paying me to give you the video, then maybe I have some sort of liability, but as far as I know, I have 0 sponsors. And while it would be nice to have a sponsor, I'm not actively seeking sponsors, for the simple reason that I believe some of the folks on YouTube end up becoming less than impartial once they get the sponsor. And I'm not sure I'm going to run into a company that wants to sponsor me that's going to be willing to deal with the truth. I mean, I'm not going to say somebody's stuff is great if it sucks. I mean, no. I'm not all about the almighty dollar. Yeah, money's great. It's nice to have. Absence of it really sucks. But at the end of the day, even if I'm penniless, the one thing I have that I can use as a marketable tool is character and ethics. I've worked in places where I basically sold my soul before, and I didn't really like it. It bothered me. Me and it had conflicts, and if I start having ethical conflicts with a job that I'm working at, suffice it to say the job's not going to be lasting long, because I will be leaving. I've done that in the past with a job that, what they claimed they were doing and what they actually were doing were the opposites, which was a big problem because the potential for loss of human life was in the thousands, possibly tens of thousands. I don't know. Maybe Maybe it's just because I was into management. I don't know. But I will say this, you know, if you're doing the wrong thing and you see no problem with it, and you need somebody else to point it out to you, you need to go. If somebody keeps pointing it out to you, rather than accusing them of whining or crying or whatever, maybe you should fucking look into it. So if anybody lives in the Albany area, you may see me running around in a black Volvo. Big old station wagon looking thing. And once again, channel's not going away. Some of the videos will be redone. I'm going to try leaving links to the new videos in the old videos in case somebody gets it. If I take them down, there's problems with the way YouTube works, and they penalize it, basically. It's not so much that they penalize it, but you penalize yourself, because you're the one doing it. I really wish they give the ability to replace a video with another video, but the reason they don't do that is due to the spammers and shit, and the scammers that like to put the pictures of bikini chicks and all that nonsense. Which I gotta say, if I could run into women with bikinis, I'd be putting that video up too. Suffice it to say, at the age of 37, not exactly as attractive as I may have once been. I wasn't exactly attractive then either. I was the village nerd. So, anyway, you folks keep the shiny side up and keep the tires down, and I'll catch you next time. Later.